Hey team, hope you're going well. Wanted to do this quick video about fueling parameters, sort of getting started with fueling and that kind of thing. So there's an article on our site, Fueling for Long Runs and Races. I'll share the link to it, and it kind of goes into these three main points: how many calories or grams of carbohydrates you need, where to get the calories from, so different sources, liquid sources, gel sources, solid food sources, and how your caloric requirements change the longer you go. Which I probably won't get into too much of that right now, because that's sort of like when you're getting into ultramarathon kind of stuff. The general consensus is you're looking at 200 calories an hour, of what you need to meet your caloric requirements. And you want carbohydrates, you want quick burning fuel to process, for good burning, clean burning for your activity. So 200 calories per hour or 50 grams of carbohydrate. That's the same with those two things. So if a gel is giving you a carbohydrate measurement, then multiply that by 4, and that gives you the calories per hour. So that is a real good starting point, 200 calories an hour. And in terms of liquid, you're looking at 500 mils of water. So if you're, for instance, having tailwind, which is something I recommend a lot, then you're looking at one of these sticks here, or 2 scoops out of one of the bigger packets. So 1 stick or 2 scoops in a bottle with 500 mils is going to give you that 200 calories an hour, and the liquid, the hydration, it's going to meet your hydration requirements as well. So that's a really easy way of getting your meeting your requirements. For me as well, I'll kind of use tailwind as one of my primary sources, and then I'll use something like torque gels, and if I'm doing a marathon or a half marathon or something, then it's tailwind and gels. That's simple. If I'm getting into ultramarathon stuff, or if I'm getting into stuff that's 6 hours or under, then it'll be tailwind, and a bit of gels and some chew kind of things. Once I get into over 6 hours, 8 hours and above, it's kind of a different ball game. I start using more food, and just more normal kind of food, really, that kind of thing, because it's just kind of there's only so much the stuff that you can consume. You know what I mean? You kind of just want food. So I'll end up with a mixture of real food, just water, normal water, maybe things like coconut water as well, tailwind, gels, and chews. It would be more of a sort of robust mixture of things. I have a bit of a rotation going of about 5 things that I'll just kind of rotate through the longer you're going. So I hope that helps. Have I missed anything? So with this, what I've recommended here, it's a guide. If you're doing a 2-hour run, then 200 calories an hour, you're not going to need. So say if you're doing a 2-hour training run, then I would just say something like 200 calories across that whole activity is fine, and 500 mils of water across that whole activity is fine. Some people will go 300 mils even. Some people are heavy sweaters, or maybe it's hotter where you are, they'll need more water. So that, the 500 mils of water thing is a 300 to 600 or 300 to 650 mils, depending on the individual. time of year. Like if you're going peak summer during the day, then you're going to need more, like that kind of thing. And then like say if you're doing a marathon and you're like a 3.5, 4 hour marathoner, then you can probably you sort of can take a half an hour off at each end. You know what I mean? So you can calculate your requirements based on a little bit less. Having said that, as well, like if you're like a 3 hour marathoner and you're pretty competitive, 3 hours and under, then I would say you're actually wanting to get a bit more than these amounts. You're sort of getting up to the 70 to 90 grams of carbohydrate per hour. Just because your work rate's that higher intensity, and the body will burn it. I found myself when I've experimented on half marathons, I've like pushed more carbohydrate in, and it's done me well, like in races and stuff like that. So this is like baseline stuff. If you're a more competitive athlete, then experiment with higher amounts and that kind of thing. But all of this is finding what works for you, It's finding what works for you. So you can get Tailwind, you can get a bundle, starter stick bundle if you're new to it. Remember, we got CMF discount codes in the membership group, in our members group. If you're watching this and you're not a member, you can join. Jump on our site or flick us a message, and we'll send you the link to the membership. It's $30 a year. So you can use the code here. It's 20% on Tailwind. You can get Pure gels direct from Pure. We've also got a 20% code for these guys as well, and Fuel Me as well for the Torque gels. Torque gels and the other Torque products. The chews and that are really good as well. Fuel Me also have like all your hydration, like belts and stuff like that. Soft flask bottles. See, like these bottles here, these soft flask bottles. So quite often on a 2-hour training run or even a half marathon race, I'll just carry a soft flask bottle with my calories in there, my Tailwind or whatever, and I'll just have a gel in my pocket. Simple as that kind of thing. You can get belts and all that kind of stuff too. For race day, if you're racing a marathon, particularly like Auckland Marathon that's coming up as I record this, like you can have your bottles on the on the tables, the pre-made bottles on the table, so there's no need to carry anything, only your gels and your race bib. Cool, guys. I think that's it. Hit us up if you have any questions. We're here to help. Catch ya.